So a bit of a different video for you guys. I'm gonna go over all the reasons why I hate the Jeep Wrangler. And this is the third Jeep that I've owned. My first Jeep was a 1999 Jeep Cherokee Laredo. I wish I had a picture of it. Took it up to 180,000 miles. My second Jeep was a Jeep very similar to this, but it was a soft top. It was a 2007 JK, and this is a 2014 JK hard top with a bunch of shit added to it. But anyway, guys, let's get into this list. So, number one, and I'm sure a lot of you guys already know this, is the gas mileage. These things freaking suck on gas. When I first got it, it got around 16 miles per gallon. That's what it said it averaged. And with the bigger tires, I got 35-inch tires and 20-inch rims. It took the gas mileage down to about 14 miles per gallon, which I think it's totally worth it, being that it just looks like a totally different vehicle. So yeah, I lost about 2 miles per gallon with the bigger tires, but this thing just generally sucks. It has a 21-gallon tank in it, so it takes me about 55, 60 bucks to fill it up here in Arizona. And being that I move far away from my gym, I'm filling this thing up about once a week. But what I did do is I got a Harley now, I got a motorcycle, and it kind of offsets that bad gas mileage. So whenever I'm going to the gym now, I just take my Harley, which gets about 45 miles per gallon. And I did that with my 2007 too. Back in the day, I had a Buell 1125R, and I would take that to college, which was like a 50-minute commute. So I saved a lot of money in gas that way. So if any of you guys have a motorcycle, your long daily trips, like to work and stuff like that, take your motorcycle and have this for when you're not doing those long commutes. Number two is how rough the Jeep Wrangler rides. This thing, you know, you're driving down the street and you're wondering, is this thing falling apart? Or is this, like, what's going on here? No, your Jeep's fine. It's just, it literally just drives like that. So the suspension, super stiff unless you upgrade it. And I'm talking about the JKs. It seems on the new JLs, they've changed the stock suspensions to where it's a lot smoother. I've seen a lot of reviews on that. I personally haven't been in one yet, but looking forward to that when I do eventually get the JL. But yeah, guys, the JK stock suspension is super rough, and this one has the stock suspension. I did get a 2.5-inch lift, but it was more of a spacer lift, so I didn't get the coils, didn't get the shocks. So it still rides rough, which I don't really mind, but I could see a lot of you guys hating, you know, how it drives. You know, every little crevice in the road and little tiny bumps, you're gonna feel everything. It's not like a Cadillac or anything like that, so if you're gonna buy a Jeep, just keep that in mind. And number three is this thing is very basic. There's not a lot of modern technology on it. It seems like Jeep is always a little bit far behind. This thing doesn't even have Bluetooth where I can connect it to my radio. I know this is a sport edition, but it would seem, you know, being a 2014, it isn't that old where it wouldn't have the Bluetooth. So I'm still rocking the aux cord, but I'm eventually gonna upgrade all of that stuff. I'm still working on that, but yeah, everything about this car is very basic. But the pro about that is you buy a BMW, buy a Mercedes, a Range Rover, the littlest thing can break on it, and guess what? You're spending thousands of dollars to fix it. I was a helicopter mechanic in the Army, so I know, you know, how to turn a wrench a little bit, and I can pretty much figure out anything that goes wrong, you know, being, you know, if it's minor or anything like that. But some of these newer cars, you lift up the hood, you don't even know where the battery is. You guys who are maybe a little bit mechanically inclined can figure out some problems, because every car has problems. Every vehicle has some issues that are going to pop up. So I actually like how basic it is, and how if anything goes wrong, you can fix it super easy and super cheap. So I know that this is a super short list. Shadow, you stink. Shadow farted. You making my eyes water. You stink, buddy. But anyway, guys, super short list because I love the Jeep, all right? Gas mileage, in my view, is the worst thing about this vehicle. And, you know, I like trucks, I like Jeeps, so I can't really avoid that. They are coming out with a all-electric Jeep, I heard. I think 2024, I don't know, I could be wrong on that, but I don't know how I feel about that. But I don't know, I'm not one of these guys to totally resist the future and all that, but just an all-electric Jeep, I don't know if I could ever get one. But super short list because I love the Jeep, and if you guys are thinking about getting one, great vehicle. I think I have a video on the top 5 reasons to buy a Jeep. Go check that video out. I'll put it up here. And if you guys like these videos, I got more videos to come. I'm a Jeep guy for life, so I'm gonna be doing more mods to this Jeep. I know I keep saying it, but I'm saving up for a house, so hopefully I'll be able to get a house and then, you know, invest a little bit more into the Jeep. And this channel is also about fitness and my dog, Shadow. Shadow, say what's up. Say what's up. Here. Staffordshire Bull Terrier. I got a bunch of videos on him. I'll throw one up here as well. But thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up because it really helps me out in the algorithm. And see you guys next time.